Hello, today we're going to do, by special request, a strawberry cheesecake. This is my own original recipe, by the way. It's just a vanilla wafer crumb crust, cream cheese, sugar, eggs, orange zest, lemon zest, 2 tablespoons flour, a ½ cup heavy cream, and this is optional. This is what makes it different than anybody else's. Is I'm going to use some strawberry jelly to swirl into it if you want it. But we're going to do it today. And then on top you put 2 cups of strawberries sliced in half. A 1/4 cup of sugar, let set till the liquid forms. That's about 30 minutes. So we're going to do that first. You pour off the liquid and mix with that jelly. And then you arrange the strawberries on top. And you spray canned whipped cream on top of that. So here we go. I have already washed the strawberries, and here's a little trick. I found this on YouTube. But if you take a straw, soda straw, and put it in the strawberry and just push up, then that cap comes right off. Isn't that neat? So there's one. I'm going to do that one more time. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go away from the camera for a little while and finish these because that'll take me about 10 minutes. Okay, we're back. I've got the strawberries all capped and cut in half. And now I'm going to put about 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar on them just to let them set aside. The sugar will start making the strawberries weep, and we're going to get a little liquid out of that. So we're just going to set that aside for now, and we'll start making our crust. The crust calls for 1 1/4 cups of vanilla wafer crumbs. So here we've got 1 1/4 cups of vanilla wafer crumbs. I've got 2 tablespoons of melted butter here. If you've made a crumb crust in the past, it probably called for sugar, but that's usually whenever you're using graham crackers, because you want a little sweet in it. But since the vanilla wafers are sweeter than graham crackers, I did not add any extra sugar. You could if you wanted to, but we're just going to mix that in real good. The finer your crumbs are, the better the butter is going to hold your crust together. Once you've got it really well mixed, then put it in a spring form pan, and you just dump it in the bottom and spread it out evenly. You can do this with a spatula, you can do it with a spoon. I actually use my hands most of the time, and that's what I'm going to do right now. The back of my hand, these 3 fingers mostly, and I'm just going to press it down to make it get good, make good contact with that butter and those crumbs. Now this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. There you go. The next thing we're going to move to now is your 20 ounces of cream cheese. 20 ounces of cream cheese is 2 of the full-size blocks and then a small block. And we're just going to start mixing that with the sugar, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and I just get it started like this to break up some of the cream cheese before I actually start using my mixer. You can do this in a blender or a food processor, or you could use a big sunbeam. So we're just going to let that get a little bit started. Now I'm going to put my beaters in and start stirring it up. That's good enough. We're going to put in our 2 tablespoons of flour. Do the same thing. Just kind of blend it in so you don't poof flour all over your face. And start mixing again. Okay, that's good enough for now. Ooh, it's too heavy on the end. Now in this bowl, I have our ½ cup of cream and our 3 eggs, and I'm just going to add a little at a time. And mix well each time. think it's been about 5 minutes since we put that crust in, so I better check it. What we're looking for when we do this is for that butter and crumbs to get set well. And it is set, so I'm going to show you. And so we're just going to set it aside for a little bit and let it get cool a little bit too. So we'll continue mixing. We're going to put a little bit more of this cream and egg in and go again. Look how creamy that's starting to get. Going to put the last bit of cream and egg in. All right, our seasoning today is going to be some lemon zest. We'll put it in now. Doesn't take much, just enough to give a little flavor. I've already washed these, by the way. So they're clean. And some orange. The orange just really makes this flavor pop. Stir that around with your spatula. Scrape the sides down again one more time and give it one more stir with the mixer. Now we're ready to pour this into the cake shell, and it's cooled off to the touch now, so we're good. Sorry, I forgot to move my pans. Let me move this pan out of the way. Here, sweetheart. Thank you. Is this one in the way? Okay. Okay. Here I have about 3 tablespoons of strawberry jelly. And we're going to take these strawberries that we set aside a while ago, and they have made some wonderful juice. See there? We're going to take a little bit of that juice, not much, and thin this out just a little bit. And we're just going to drizzle some of it on top of this cheesecake. We're not going to use all of it because we're going to put some of this on top of the finished cheesecake later. So there. We'll keep that for later. And take a skewer and marble it. There. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? And it's going to take about an hour. Okay, we're back, and the cheesecake is cool to the touch. There's still some warmth to it, but it doesn't matter. Then we're going to take this gel and we're going to sprinkle a little bit of it over the top, spread it on. We're going to put 4 strawberries. We can make them look better than that. Let's see. Get them a little more closely fitted to each other. There. There's 4 of them. Now just start going around. And now the last bit of that jelly and juice we're going to put on here and brush that on with the pastry brush. This will give it a little bit of a glaze or a little bit of a gloss. And you really should wait until it's real cool before you cut into it. But my dad's sitting over there watching, and my darling's right here at the camera. And so we're going to go ahead and do it just to see what it looks like. I forgot the finishing touch. Just a moment. The finishing touch, Ready Whip, makes everything better. Oh. They make these old lady proof, you know. There. All right. Fit for a king. Let's find out if it's worth it. It's collapsing a little bit because it's still warm. If we had had the patience to let that get cool, it would be perfect. But sometimes patience isn't our greatest virtue. I'm going to give a piece to my darling. I'm going to walk a piece over here to my daddy. Here, Daddy. Careful, it's a little hot.
Yum, yum, yum.
There's that agulator again. And today, even on a diet, sometimes you can indulge, so I am indulging today. Oh my.